Hello all, welcome back. But this is your first time, I'm Alan, and this is Alan Reacts, my little corner of YouTube. A song I know, so it's not a first reaction, it's more going back as an older guy, like super old, listen to it and remembering what I thought about it in 1979 when I first heard it. This is The Jam with the Eton Rifles from their third album, Setting Sun. But I remember the first album I ever got of theirs was In the City, which was from 77, with a great track on it that I loved, and we're going to talk about it in a bit. But yeah, let's just get into this. A really iconic English band that I don't think have garnered much fame worldwide, maybe over the years, as the internet's given everybody everything. But in their time frame, they were going only 5 years, and there's some stats to this that are really quite astounding. But let's get into it. The Eton Rifles, The Jam from 1979. Incredibly political song. I believe that we'll look at the opening. I'm looking at the lyrics. Sup up your beer, drink your beer, and collect your fags. My American friends, that means cigarettes. There's a row going on down near Slough. I know Slough, and if you're still there, guys, I used to get off the train and there'd be a pub on the right called the Phrenologist. I think, yeah, the Phrenologist. Head squeezy thing they had in Victorian times. That's another subject. And I used to go to Slough for not so good reasons, really. It was my first time at GA, but there you go. So he's talking about Slough. This song relates to an event that he apparently read about, and we'll get into more of the Jam, when they formed, how long they were going for. So it starts off, it's letting you know with that really line, get out your mat and pray to the West. Well, we don't have mats that pray to the West. He's really going on with the ideology there. I'll get out mine and pray for myself. So what he's saying is, with Mecca, you'll pray to the East and we pray to ourselves. Well, no, he's not going to do that. He's not going to join in. But there's a row going on, so he's going to get involved. Yeah. And what's the row? We'll find out. The story was there was a march by the Right to Work, with a pro sort of left-leaning labour organisation, and they clashed with Eton College boys. And he's kind of saying there that you can't beat the royalty, you can't beat the establishment. Yeah, I don't know how much that true is. And for a while I was kind of put off by ideological political songs. Maybe I drifted away from the Jam in sort of 83, 84. With the Style Council, I didn't really follow those, although they had big hits. So yeah, but In the City was the first album I saw of theirs, even though this is from Setting Sun. This is a band that had, in 5 years, had 18 consecutive top 40 hits in the UK, with 5 number ones. That's right. Back when singles were being sold, there was no Napster, there was no downloads. That 18 consecutive top 40 singles that included 5 number ones. That's serious success. Let's carry on and have a good listen to it now. I'll pull it back. The Jam were kind of their early iteration, 72. Well, I was born in 58, so there's a teenage band. They were literally doing youth clubs and stuff, and then 77 they start recording within the city, and he's influenced by the Small Faces, you can hear that, The Who, you can hear that, the Beatles was that, but his real name not Paul Weller, though he was called Paul by his parents, and I can't find out why they suddenly started calling him Paul. Was it because of his love of the Beatles and Paul McCartney? I don't know. I know they've collaborated, they've done stuff together, and I know Paul McCartney thinks highly of Paul Weller. He's very well thought of here since his 1992 album. So this is a guy that's been around like almost 50 years. So I can't find out why he was called Paul. If anyone can help me out, that would be pretty good. But the song Hello Hooray, it's really just saying it's pointless. You cannot beat the ruling class. That's what it's saying. But you've got to have a go. Who knows? Just hello hooray. He's just basically saying it's just sport, it's just fun for the privileged class. I don't know. But at the time, I'd heard Going Underground and stuff, so I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And I was sort of that post-punk area myself. I was around in punk, but too young to get it. Well, not get it, but fully be able to endorse it and embrace it. But this kind of stuff that was coming out, sort of 77 onwards, with the introduction of the Police and that new wave and all that was about to hit the scene, I was okay with all that. I could get into that, and I've talked about that on other songs. But I can still look back at this and just listen to the musicianship. It's so crisp, so clean. The songwriting, even though it's really English-centric, it's still really good songwriting. Don't you think, guys? I mean, listen to the percussion, keeping the lead suppressed, because that's trying to bring in the chaos. That's going to break into chaos and punk if it isn't covered over by something else. That's going to go and explode into chaos and everything. But it keeps it kind of suppressed in a good way. I'm going to look at this band over the next year on the channel, because there's songs like Batman, which is great, from In the City, which is a good album, with songs like David Watts, which I think is great, and there's songs later on from the Style Council which are great. But I'll look back with fondness and respect, even though I wouldn't lean into this a lot nowadays. I can't deny it's a good song, and they were a great UK-based band. How much they've grown over the years to international acclaim, I don't know. You guys have got to let me know. Until next time, take care, join in, I really like it. Subscribe, it's fun. Take care, guys.